Posted April 14, 2018, 5 hours 46 minutes and 37 seconds. The tiny community of Condamine, in Queensland, has turned to backpackers to help keep local football alive, but it has a twofold benefit for the farming community. There are only 498 people in the small Western Downs community, but local rugby union team, the Condamine Cods, still manages to field 2 teams each week. And a large part of that is thanks to players seconded from the seasonal backpacker workforce. They're from England, Scotland, Wales, France, Italy, Fiji, Spain, American, Canada, Sweden, to name a few. Club president Doug McNichol said, "We know our local businesses are always looking for a hand, so it works quite nicely to be able to assist our local business and communities and keep our team full." Mr. McNichol said the international players broadened the cultural experience of locals. They're getting the opportunity to speak to people from different parts of the world, and some of them are actually pretty handy rugby players too, Mr. McNichol said. The Condamine region is fertile cropping and cattle country, and Mr. McNichol said the backpacker workforce was as critical to the local economy as it was to the rugby club. "I think there's a bit of downward trend in participation in sporting clubs in rural and regional areas," he said, "so just being able to pick up even a handful of players at times is the difference between us being able to field 1 versus 2 teams and gives us a sustainable playing base." Came to play, ended up married 9 years ago. 21-year-old Scotsman Kim McGregor flew into Brisbane. He and a good friend were headed west for an adventurous year abroad. "I think at the time neither of us realised just how far Condamine was away from Brisbane," Mr. McGregor said. He had been playing semi-professional rugby in Scotland, but in comparison, things at the Cods were a little more pared back. "At the time, the changing sheds were probably a shack," he said. "It was a step back in time for myself. The shack was complete with a wood-fired, drunky, hot water system. But that was almost a decade ago, and he is still in Queensland and still playing for the Condamine Cods after meeting his future wife Jessica at the pub after a game. They have now been married for 5 years, have 2 kids, and the rest is history. I turned up to play rugby and ended up meeting a local and marrying a Condamine girl," Mr. McNichol said. Topics: rugby union, vegetables, winter sports, agricultural crops, work, clubs and associations. Condamine 4416, Canada, United States, Spain, Italy, France, Wales, Sweden, United Kingdom, Scotland, Brisbane 4000.